Hello, I'm just about to go off on a birdwatching expedition. I've got my birdwatching backpack ready. What do you think you might need for a birdwatching expedition? Why don't you have a think and come up with a list of things that you'd put in your birdwatching backpack? Would you like to see what I put in my rucksack? Okay, I'll show you. In my backpack, I have a pair of gardening gloves so that I can move aside brambles or pick up litter. I also keep a folded up carrier bag inside so that I can put rubbish in it to help clear up and keep wildlife safe. I have a sweeping net because I like to look at insects when I go bird spotting. In here is my small bird watching bag, and this is what I just throw on if I want to go out and watch some birds and I'm not planning a big expedition. But inside here I keep the most important kit. I have my binoculars for examining the birds. I also have a notebook and pencil case so that I can write down or draw anything that I see. This is a goldfinch that I saw, and so I drew it and I wrote about it, and I wrote the date, the time and the place. A map is very useful. I live in Brighton, which is near the South Downs National Park. You never know when the battery on your phone might run out. The most important thing if you're going to go bird spotting are field guides. Now this is my favourite field guide from the RSPB, and it's the one that I usually take with me everywhere. But these two are really handy because they're very small, and this will often live in the front pocket of my tiny birdwatching bag to help me identify the creatures that I see. The other thing I have in my rucksack is a compass so that I can see which way north is, just in case I get lost and I have to use my map. I also have a torch. In fact, I should have two torches because one of them is the best torch, this one, which is a battery torch. But if the battery runs out and I get stuck in the woods in the dark, I can use this one for emergency light. Of course, you never go on an expedition without sandwiches and some fruit. I've got my packed lunch here in my special cool bag. I've got my Swiss Army knife. This is very useful. Here I've got some pots and containers in case I want to examine any interesting insects. If I capture an interesting insect, I can capture it and I can put it in this pot, or I can put it in here and I can examine it. This is a magnifying lid so you can see through there, and I've got some elastic bands. You never know when they might come in handy, maybe to tie up the plastic bag full of rubbish to make sure nothing spills out. And then in my next pocket, of course, you're going to need water if you're going on a long walk. A nice recyclable water bottle. And last but not least, I've got a first aid kit. You never know what's going to happen when you're out in the wilds. So I've got a bandage, some tape, and I've got blister plasters, bite and sting cream. Bite and sting cream is very handy because you often get stung by stinging nettles or scratched by brambles. Bit of cotton wool, some plasters, some safety pins, and some things you should never leave home without. Of course, some Factor 50 suntan cream and some insect repellent so that you don't get nibbled. And so here you have it. This is everything that you will find in my backpack. So of course now I'm going to have to put it all back.